when the game is over. That's what this video is about. And I would like to know how many of you know what I'm already talking about, what this video is about, what I'm going to say. How many of you have already had a relationship with a toxic person, borderline, possibly borderline, and you realized it was a goddamn game to them, and the game ended, and what happened? It's over. It's a relationship. How many of you already experienced this? How many of you are in the game right now, currently? Yes, you would have to know. You would say that. Maybe you will after this video. When the game is over, the relationship is too. The relationship doesn't end. It's not over because they cheat again. Not because they maybe physically attacked you. Not because they were caught lying. Because they deceived you. Because they betrayed you. Because they broke up with you, even. All part of the game. I've said this a lot in my videos, but just to touch on it again. Control is caused from shame. I can't just let things. Themselves. They believe they're bad people. They may not all tell you, but they do. Some cover it really well. Some tell you all the time. The rest of them are in the middle somewhere. They can't just allow things to happen. They will control their environment. They will try to control people. They will try to control the way that you feel, what you see, your perception, the narrative, everything because of shame, because how bad they are. Control are tactics, and it's like a list. They start with nice, polite, giving, sex. And when one tactic doesn't work, they go on to the next one and the next one and the next one. When they're doing this, it's because the one above it, before it, stopped working, doesn't work. When this doesn't work, they move on to the next one. And it gets pretty ugly, doesn't it? Do you know already? Have you been at the end of the list? Have you been to the threats? And you can start back over at the top again. When they lose some control, they'll start being nice again. When they can't control you anymore, it's over. When you see that it's a game, it's over. You can stay. Oh, yeah. You can stay as long as you want. People say, David, how long can a borderline relationship last? Until we die. 50 years. Who's to tell you you have to leave? It's like your family and your friends and everybody else that cares about you. Doesn't mean you will. You may not leave, but I'll tell you this, they ain't going to stay. They will not stay without control over you, because when I don't have control over you, then I'm left here with my shame. If you leave me, I'm left here with the worst person in the world. And when I can't control you any longer, I can't save me from myself. I can't protect me from myself anymore. I need you. Without control, the fantasy is dead. That's what your relationship was. It was a fantasy of idealization and devalue, but there was an end goal that was the most amazing relationship in the world. Every single thing I ever needed and wanted, I'll finally something be whole. It's a fantasy, and it's a very controlled one. And without that control, there's no more fantasy. The fantasy is over, and so is the relationship. And like I said, you might stay, and it's going to be ugly. But how long are they going to stay without control? That's why they leave. That's why they find someone else. That's why you're replaced with simply someone else they can control. That's it. Not someone better looking, not someone uglier because they care, they really connect with them. Not someone healthy because they're better than you. No, not someone unhealthy because they have low self-esteem. No, they need to control, period. Their toxic mom that they hate so much, they tell you all the bad things about, but they still go out with them all the time, is because they control them. The therapist that was good, control. Therapist that was bad, can't control. Everything's control. Remember that, by the way. They like to use therapy. They like to weaponize therapy. Oh, I'm going to see a therapist and tell them all about you. My therapist said that you, blah, blah. You need to come talk to me and my therapist with me. Yeah, good luck with that one. A good therapist is someone that they can control. The bad therapist is someone who saw the truth. They saw through the illusion that they create. This relationship is absolute stress, and that stress causes trauma. Trauma, the worst kind of trauma, is long term. We can handle short periods of trauma. We really can. Even children can. Children can handle some of the worst trauma you've ever imagined. The ones that are still suffering today are the ones that never healed. The ones that where the trauma just kept going and going and going. This relationship. So, like I said, you can stay if you want, but they won't. Period. They will not stay. Not without control, because then they're stuck in their shame. They know you hate them. They know you'll leave them. They know you'll find someone better. They know that you'll see how gross and ugly they are. They won't have that. They'll go find someone else. And none of this will make sense to you unless you understand that they hate themselves and they have to control your feelings and perception of what you do. You weren't controlled. They left because there was something that you held on to, something you wouldn't give up, something you wouldn't sacrifice, neglect, give away. Maybe it was a relationship with your children. Maybe it was your hopes and dreams. Maybe it was some part of yourself that you wouldn't sacrifice. I don't know what that was. Maybe you do. Maybe you can tell us down below. Maybe you can give reasons for someone to leave, for someone to not give up everything of themselves, because I've seen it and it's awful when someone does that. There is no point, or there is a point of no return when someone has gone too far and has given up full agency over themselves to someone else. We've all seen that. When you ask a man a question, he has to look at his wife to answer it. So I hope this clarifies a lot of things for you. I hope you understand where your relationship is now and why it's like this, where it's probably going to go. Because, like I said, once you know that this is a fantasy, that this is a game, that they're just trying to control you, it's over. It won't matter. You can try to stay, you can try to work, fix it, but you'll see it's over. And eventually they'll leave. Thank you very much. Thanks for the thumbs up, subscribing to the channel. Please leave your experiences down below. It really helps other viewers. Okay? Anybody that wants coaching, you can find me at DeMars@gmail.com. Love yourself first.